Let's play some expeditions. Okay, well, you know the drill. We see pretty epics, we take pretty epics. Although, we actually have a choice of pretty epics, don't we? I mean, I like this pretty epic a lot more than this one. To be honest. I know Zoe's definitely got lower master points, but man, this one's such a better epic than this one. So yeah, we're just gonna take the Sejuani here. So we want big units with this test grader, because not only Sejuani gets doubled, the everything else gets doubled, you know. So having a 6-4 Fiora seems kind of good. So that's the logic I'm gonna use. Of course, that lookout is not particularly strong, but hey, can't always have broken cards every time, right? Yeah, let's go and take the Blade Keeper. I don't usually take the card, to be honest with you, but we're still in the draft. Maybe we can get a all-in Fiora deck, possibly. I mean, the If That Stairs is very tempting. If we actually are going for the all-in Fiora deck, we should probably just take the Archer. But the control player means it says take the If Stairs, and at the end of the day, control player usually wins out for me. Okay, that's an easy ranger. Don't need to think about that too much. Gonna take the back-to-back here. Not a big fan of that Stalking Wolf over there, that's for sure. Take the 1 and 3 here. Definitely not taking the Battlefield Palace. No way, no how, never. We don't have that many elites at the moment, do we? Doesn't particularly look like it. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 2 and 3 here. Obviously we're taking Plaza, don't need to think about that at all. Take the 1 and 2 here. I think I'm going to take the Lookout again, strangely enough. Because I would have a 4-drop than a 3-drop, with how my code's looking. I take the Mage Seeker here though. Huge fan of Mage Seeker, even if the spells it gives you half the time are pretty not great. What are we taking here? This Fire Claw is really tempting. The Redoubled Valor, not so much. Let's just take another Blade Keeper. Oop. That's an interesting one. Single combat and Egghead. Both cards I usually auto pick. This particular time we're going to take the Egghead. And Lance Over Lookout is an easy pick. So it doesn't look too bad. Definitely didn't get much Frejlord over here. Definitely a Demacia deck. Okay. Oops, I am not on the right. There we go. Always nice to use my iPad as a second screen, you know, because it's kind of nice to know when the stream randomly decides to crash on me. Thank you, Streamlabs. Hello, everyone. You're from the YouTube from earlier today, right? Nice to meet you. Hopefully you enjoy yourselves. Okay, we got Echo and Zillion. Man, we certainly don't see either champion all that often in Expeditions, that's for sure. Well, we have the Ultra Aggro hand. Well, I'm gonna keep the 1 dots, but that 2 dots pretty bad. Okay, fairly simple curve at the moment. Now you could argue that I probably should have mulliganed these to like try to get a 3-drop, because like right now playing just 2 1/1s on turn 3 is not exactly the greatest, but I like the value that these guys generate, so it's very rare for me to actually mulligan them. Oh no, that's kind of rude. Well, Got plenty of late game. That's gonna suck a little bit if he finds a time bomb, isn't it? These maze seekers are definitely not going to be doing too much. I guess he didn't like whatever he predicted for.
Petricite, protect me.
Okay, well, we do need some help from the top deck now. I say that's some good help. Just gonna kill this Zillion. I take that. Get excited? Gotcha. Ah, boo. It's a good thought. I mean, we still could kill it in a couple of turns with Sejuani, so it's all good. Yeah, well, that's certainly not a bad spell, but it's certainly not needed with this current board state. Ooh, Yoda Ranger's nice. I mean, it's not the play next turn, but it's still nice. Boy, I'm just not doing anything here, am I? Okay, that's a little unfortunate.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe.
I never miss.
Well, the Spitfire's starting to look a little better, at least. Okay, there's a bad card.
Pain is nothing.
So it's probably just safer to attack with Sejuani rather than to get this mixed started or something. So we're gonna do exactly that. Still my badge bearer, that's rude. Well, I guess that does allow me to at least attack into it with a 3-2 now. Because, you know, no mana. But this is actually free now. And then we can just attack with Sejuani. My badge bearer. Perhaps I should have given Sejuani tough there. I mean, it's doubtful I'm gonna need a Spirit Fire this turn. The only problem is there even a problem? I guess we could just play the Lancer. That way we still have Detain mana up if we need it. No, you also stole my Challenger. Although the ordering there was not correct. No, I actually did have a second one. I mean, we could just take this, right? Because the Aether Stairs is actually going to clear it up next turn. So yeah, I don't see any reason to actually do anything. We will do this so Sejuani stays alive, though. So I'm gonna lose my 3-1 from the Aether Stairs, but I'm pretty sure I want to attack with it, so I'm fine with losing the 3-1.
I'm back. It's so
Ooh,
good
a
to
6-6
see
you
you
say?
again.
My dear friend, you weren't gone long, but I worried every second.
How do I want to handle this? I guess we'll just attack with the 8-8. Yeah, he's got a pretty simple block here with the 2-1, but that's fine. We got the, Yoda Ranger and Sergeant next turn, and then 4 Demacia on our next attack step. Oh, well, now I feel kind of silly not attacking with this, but oh well.
Another me? The
Another
sisters
indeed.
did warn us.
Okay, how do we want to handle this? Probably give up Sezrani, right? Yeah, I think so. So this is trading with one. This is blocking the other one. So we probably want the Vanguard out to kill the one that stays alive. So that takes 4 mana. We still have 5 mana to use on units.
Before the storm.
So I think it's going to be Defender, Sergeant, and Vanguard.
To the field.
And then we play like Yorda Ranger and the 4 Demacia next turn. That works. Okay, I was already pretty much planning on blocking with her anyways.
Even the void couldn't stop me.
Soldiers, me!
Okay, this should be pretty game winning, even if he draws another one. This is just gonna be a really strong turn.
Ready, Scout? Let's take to the skies.
Oh yeah, this is probably game. Indeed. Like, did I even need the 4 Demacia there? I didn't do the math, but we probably didn't even need the 4 Demacia. You just love when they surrender. Yeah, it is a good feeling. I mean, he was completely dead, so it's nice that he saved us some time. Okay, well, I see pretty epics, I take pretty epics. Not much discussion there. Who is the champion? I don't know. Fiora, maybe? I saw the Genevieve, that's about it. Okay, we got 2 Vlads and a bomb. Okay, how are we handling this? I think for now we're gonna keep the 2-drop and mulligan the rest. Unfortunately, cannot block that. Now the question is, do I kill her with the 2-1? I'm not so sure about that.
Mages can't hide.
I mean, if he doesn't play anything, probably, so I could hit him for 3. And indeed, that is what we're gonna do. And then Fiora, I think a Badge Bear is a better turn 3 play. Bot be gone. It's actually been a while since I've had any bots in this channel. Yeah, we're still playing Badge Bear. That thing. I thought for sure you'd have something there. I would have played the Fiora if I didn't think you had another unit. Oh well, that might have been a slight mistake. Let's gonna play the Vanguard.
Remember the objective.
Okay, hit him for 6. Oops, one more. Yeah, it's a little annoying, but not that big of a deal. Still hitting him for 6. Just would have been like a little better if he didn't have a bullet. That's all.
Hello, my darling.
Ooh, that's gonna level up. That's an issue, isn't it? Okay, so we have to play this, don't we? So we can actually kill, or at least attempt to kill Vlad or Sezrani. That's certainly unfortunate, because I really wanted to play the Lancer here. But that's probably gonna be an issue, I imagine.
Fire knows its own.
You did not attack.
Kneel before me.
I guess he didn't need to because my my maiden was doing the level up for him.
Seize what's ours.
Unfortunately, Vlad Dex does have that +2/+2, so this is honestly unlikely to work. But we still have to try.
Stand and fight.
I wonder if you could make the argument to not attack with the maiden, so it gets another tick towards Sejuani level up.
Your path ends here.
I think it'd be a valid argument, honestly. Well, he's keeping it alive though, so the Sejuani will be leveled up here. I guess he wanted to keep it alive to kill my own units. Oh, was I wrong with the level up? Odd. That's okay though. Anyways, the Lancer and the Blade Keeper is good here. Could try to kill Vlad for a second time.
Destruction.
He's got a maid of his own. Okay, so what's the play here? We got 7 mana, and we know we're going to play Lancer, so I guess it's just Tracker and Lancer. Man, the Tracker's just dying to this maiden. But hey, at least if he attacks, we get a free jump blocker. Okay, what does he have that keeps this Vlad alive here? Obviously something. I mean, obviously we make him use it. So, just do this and this. So I said, Joanna, you're gonna die here. I think it's becoming harder and harder to kill.
I refuse.
Okay, I think we need to go wide now just to go around this, because at this point it's becoming unkillable.
Save your worlds. We speak with blades.
Warm hearts and hot soup.
That is a good way to go wide. So what does he have here? Hosrans? Seems like it's Hosrans or like Rolling Death or some combination.
The finest blades for my lady.
I need only one to win.
Break bone for Troll King's throne.
So what keeps him alive? That is the question.
Let's take this outside.
I guess Rolling Death keeps him alive, Frostbite keeps him alive. No, none of that stuff actually does not keep him alive.
Strike quickly, try me. I long for a war.
Okay, yeah, I think the only thing that kept him alive though was Double British Steel. Okay, Bright Steel for that chain drift seems kinda good. I already have one back-to-back, right? Yeah, I don't like having multiples. And I think I keep the Tavern Keeper. I mean, what has the Chained Vest really done for me? Saved Sejuani once. That might be good enough. I'm actually kind of leaning towards the Vanguard now that I'm thinking about it too. Okay, take the Vanguard. My last opponent just definitely made a question though. It's like, what was his game plan? Oh well, Darkness, that's probably gonna be a tough one. Okay. We're just missing a 2-drop. I don't think the Ithostos is going to be too used for this game, that's for sure.
Looking for a hero for my hero. Back off, baddies.
So, yeah. That's a blink. Hey, we got the 2-drop at least. Can't block this, but that's okay.
But I look right fierce.
But I guess we're just going to play Fiora and hope he doesn't have a kill on it.
I long for a worthy opponent. I'm always up for a duel. Let's dance.
Interesting that those two have a conversation.
There is light yet.
Okay, well, at least no kill this turn. So we take our free kill and then just say goodbye to Fiora next turn, most likely. Does seem like we're like a little slow to beat a Darkness deck, I will say that much. Plaza might help a little bit. Like, at least makes killing his Vigo and Senna's a lot easier. So I think it's Plaza and the 1-drop here. Interesting. Like, why is he not killing my Fiora here? I'm pretty sure we still have to play Plaza though. And he's still not killing it. He's just not concerned about it.
Can a spirit fight to the death? Thinking I'll
And then he plays another unit for me to kill. Interesting line. Well, I guess we're gonna open attack and try to kill this and go from there. Ooh, alternatively, we could play Blade Keeper. That seems better.
The finest blades for my lady.
I need only one to win.
So it's really hard to play as champions here, that's for sure. Yeah, this probably should have been done last turn instead of drawing cards.
They've got.
Does he just not care about Fiora? What is going on here? I mean, even if he kills this 4-1, the Fiora still kills the 3-3. And like everything that's drained 1 is like fast speed anyways. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we could play this Mage Seeker to put some extra damage here. Yeah, see, that's fast speed, so that would have happened when I attacked anyways.
For the honor of House Olga.
Got another one? Oh, okay, that's fine.
What?
He's got a lot of cards in hand, though. That is a little scary. And he's only under 18 life, so... like I said, we're being a little slow. We don't have a particularly good play this turn either. I guess it's just going to be Vanguard. Okay, that's definitely not that scary. Okay, well, we'll play Vanguard. We're gonna most likely open attack before he plays like a Dawning Shadows or something next turn. That set down my attack pretty hard.
Try me.
I mean, I want to give toughness on Fiora, but like I just have a feeling he's going to get Vengeance any day now, so it kind of seems like a waste. I do wish this was playable. You never know, we may actually end up playing it. Okay, well, I'm still killing you 1-3. Still pushing some damage. Slowly chipping away at that life total. And I do mean very slowly. It's like, doesn't look like I have anything good to do these next couple of turns, does it? I'm just gonna pass for now. Pass with 10 mana, that feels bad. There's the Viger. Well, we could finally use the singular wheel if we want to, if we just don't want him to get this darkness tick, but that's just always going to happen, so it doesn't seem good. Yeah, if this does is not that great here when it kills all my own units. Okay, well, we're gonna open attack and hope he has no vengeance. I mean, the sad thing about this is, like, I can't even do the obliterate all landmarks because then I kill my plaza. Well, I am starting to run out of units though, so maybe we can play this next turn because, like, the 3/2 is going to be blocking this turn. And I certainly don't care if the 1/1 dies.
I move forward.
Yeah, I guess we're just doing Hit the Stairs next turn. Kills off his 5/1 too. Gives me a second attacker. That I think is going to change my game plan though. So now we have 2 chances to kill Viga. Of course, I think... Does one Donny Salas put an end to it? No, it does not. So you need at least 2 things to keep Viga alive here. The only thing I will say though, it feels kind of bad not to play It the Stairs because this 5-1 is actually a decent blocker. Okay, I believe what Donny Salas does keep Vigo alive now. Oh, but not an early one. Okay, so Vigo is dead here.
The wood can't fight back, but I can. Hold nothing back.
Track them down.
I guess that's not doing anything, is it? Test grader, huh?
You could say I got a life with
Honestly, I just kind of want to make him waste his mana and we play Senna here.
getting dark.
So we're gonna go try for the open attack and see if we can activate Test Grader next turn.
Who approaches?
These woods.
Might as well Scout Attack. No, I don't. I actually don't think Scout Attack is correct here, because he Ventuses it. He still has enough mana to play Senna, and then the Test Grader is just not going to be active. No Vengeance. That's a little shocking.
The elements bind the living and the dead.
Well, I cannot believe we actually made good use of that 10 mana recall all. Did not think we were really ever playing that card.
Life is cyclical. Darkness ends.
I certainly would feel a lot better if he wasn't going back up to 7 next turn, but that's okay. Ooh, I could put a stop to that if I want to. But honestly, is it needed? Because, like, feels like maybe I should just detain Senna instead. He does have at least one more Senna in the deck, though. I mean, the whole thing is, if he attacked with the 4/5, it's just going to be dying to the 7/7. So I don't think we're killing it here. So then the question is, what are we doing? If the stairs doesn't look particularly great, are we just going to play like Grand Plaza and the Vanguard? 7... Don't have enough mana for Detain if I do that. We don't have enough mana for Detain if we play It the Stairs, though. Also, if I play Vanguard here, I'm gonna have to overwrite something. Unless he does attack for some reason, which attacking just doesn't look correct. Unless he actually does kill something here. Not playing center. Okay, oh yeah, we take the easy block.
I understand.
Do we ever have open attack lethal? Cause like he didn't have vents or anything last game. I really wish I had one more mana, that's for sure. I'm gonna pass here. That attack also seemed really odd.
I am here until I am no more.
Okay, so his plan is to kill this. And yeah, I'm fine with that. We'll just play the Vanguard then. Yeah, I think we'll play Vanguard, that we can play Sejuani and Detain next turn. Seems like the play. Killing a challenger instead. Interesting.
Then labor.
Never thought the 7th we were staying alive here. I mean, I still don't have open attack lethal, so we're still playing Sejuani first.
You own what you take. We own all we see.
Maybe I should have gone after the 3-4 because the 2-1 could have killed this. I think that might have been a bit of a mistake. Because my mindset was I want to get as much overwhelm damage as possible, but it still just gets stopped hard by a top deck vengeance. So yeah, that was probably the wrong one. Should have gone after this.
Face me, coward.
No drain for you, please. Okay, I think we're just good here. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any card that saves him here. It should just be lethal. I will say I did not agree with a lot of my opponent's plays. They seemed pretty odd in my opinion. Okay. Well, again, we don't particularly want another back-to-back. So does this matter? Do we want to take card or not? We have like no scouts or Quinn. We have like what, 1 scout? 2 if you count Genevieve. I guess she is technically a scout. Actually, is it just Genevieve? Because I thought we picked up the 3/3 scout, but we did not. Yeah, we did not. Yeah, I think we're taking the take card here. Yeah, Quinn seems a little too hard to level up. And if she's not going to be leveling up, she's not going to be that great in our deck. And the stuff that came with her wasn't exactly must-haves or anything. Like, yeah, if Quinn came with like another Genevieve, yeah, of course we take the Quinn. But since he did not, we'll just settle for the Sedrani. We're getting closer and closer to that all-in Fiora, you know, without any frostbites or without any barriers, but hey, we could buff up a lot. We got 2 signs, a ribbon and a strain. And not a particularly great opening hand. Well, at least we get a curve out starting turn 3. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to play the Plaza, certainly not turn 3. Yeah, a couple turns too late, Betty.
By my honor, you must die.
Yeah, obviously we don't care about 2 damage too much, and obviously we're never blocking. He may not attack, be afraid of barrier. Now that's mean, but there's nothing I could have done about that, so it's completely okay. Okay, so I guess we just play Tracker into the Blade Keeper. Oh wait, no, we don't have the mana for that. Okay. In that case, we could play Plaza into Tracker. Oh, we could play Tracker into Badge Bearer. I like that better. Also, other line is also Maiden. Let's see what he plays first. We may still play Maiden here, but I'm leaning towards Badge Bearer. Now, I was thinking about doing Lancer next turn, but it would seem kind of good to have this Plaza on the field with the Yoda Ranger, doesn't it? So I can make sure I get, I could be attacking into the lowest power creatures to make sure this stays alive as long as possible. Oh, no, that's not great. Okay, I think I actually will play the Maiden into that.
Fire knows its own.
The only problem with playing Plaza next turn is like I'm not doing anything else, and that just doesn't seem good. And also, like, what's the other Ranger even doing for me, really, on this board state? Because I have no units. Yeah, it's looking more and more likely we're playing Lancer here. Obviously, if he passes for whatever reason, we pass back, but outside that... As always, plans may change depending on what he plays. That doesn't change the plan. Does make me curious how close Sion is to leveling up, though. Not that close. Yeah, we just play Lancer.
Run him down!
I just block. It's gonna feel a little bad if you actually use this Rolling Death. So I'm wondering, do we even block then? Because like at the moment this is actually killing it. But like what if he attacks and then like plays +3/+2 afterwards? I mean that's very unlikely, but you can also use the Wet Strike card. Willing Death is certainly more likely though. Yeah, if he's got Willing Death, I'm gonna make him use it. And then we just reluctantly pull with the Lancer most likely. I don't particularly want to take 5 and then take another 1 for my own unit. So I think I want to be like relatively healthy, especially against a Scion deck.
Ready, Scout? Let's take to the skies.
Little shocked he had literally nothing there though. I think we might finally get the plaza down next turn. Like right now, it looks like it might be... Looks like it might not be an attack this turn. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, we can still kill the 2-2. So if we open attacks, we have to block with the ranger, don't we? Because we don't want to take 6 damage. That doesn't seem fun. Well, at least the Vanguard could finish it off.
Heart and blade, both broken.
That might become a problem. Does he have any more fragments at the moment, though? I think that's his first one.
Strength and grace, beauty in the blade.
Outside of the challenges, there's one single combat, I think, and that might be it. Yeah, I see a single combat. We have a detain if you count that. And yeah, that's about it. Just the challenges, the single combat, and detain. I mean, you kind of count the plaza as remover too. I think we're fine at the moment. I mean, like right now, he needs to answer my 5-2. The 5-2 just kills River next turn. But I will admit that that leveled up sign, if it comes down and it's pretty close to level up, is definitely an issue. Alright, 3-3. Ready to discard for that? I discarded his blade fragment. So if he attacks with everything, he could push 6 damage, which kind of sucks. So sign, you have to discard a summon 35 plus power worth of units, and once he does, he's a 10-6 overwhelm. That once he dies, he summons a 10-4 and he rallies. So it basically kills you because like both the sign halves have overwhelm. So that's 10 power overwhelm. That's tough to deal with. Oh. Sorry, didn't realize it was my turn opponent. Yeah, he's gonna push the damage. Well, he's only got 2 cards. Genevieve's a good draw.
Take a look at this.
So I got multiple chances to try to kill Fiora here, sorry, not Fiora, Riven here.
The quiet of the woods, there's nothing like it.
Striking their flank.
Wait. Can I actually get away from doing this? Because if he blocks with Riven, I could use the chain vest to keep it alive. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we actually do this. Because I'm pretty sure he actually has to block this 8-3. Yeah. So you could play this defensively, but the 3/3 pulls it, so you're still taking a lot of damage. Yeah. Thank you. I try. Occasionally I make misplays and pretty bad ones, but you know, everyone's human, right? This is like never going to be active, is it? So I probably just want to shelf, I'm guessing. Because we have what, one spell that activates it? The back-to-back. I will admit having a 2-mana 3/2 is also kind of good, but having this to help my challengers just seems better. I also imagine this ranger is probably better than the lookout. I already have so many 4-drops, I'm going to take the SFs. I don't particularly want yet another 4-drop. Oh man, there was a game yesterday that really upset me. It was the guy did the slow speed rally and give the guy a barrier. I'm like, ah, not a problem. I could make it rain, pop the barrier, and just attack into it. The only problem is I did the make it rain before the barrier actually went on the unit. So I was so upset about myself. And then that same unit ended up like almost single-handedly winning the game. Like, I just needed to do that make it rain like just a second later, you know? All I had to do is click OK, so the spell resolves, then do make it rain. I was just so eager to make it rain and like, yes, this is gonna work out so well. Wait, no, it's not. Oh boy. Nice 60-second wait time. We got common ass. Yeah, it's really nice when you can make comebacks like that. What is this hand? I mean, against this, I could probably keep the plaza, but obviously the rest of this is complete garbage. I mean, if this was an aggro deck, I don't think we could ever keep plaza. Shen Savannah? I've actually never seen a Shen Savannah deck before.
Confine and contain.
I guess we're taking 1 damage. No reason to block this. Yeah, this is kind of the reason why I didn't want another 4-drop. Tracker as usual, just kind of a little bit late for there. Scar grounds, huh? Well, that just completely sets down my maiden. Oh man. Yeah, I could definitely imagine it being useful. Because like Shen buffing up a Screeching Dragon seems really strong.
Up there in the mountains.
Okay, we're gonna help for no health buffs. Honestly, I don't think it's the worst thing if he does have Elixir of Iron, but just it would be nice if he doesn't have them. It just kind of sucks though. It's like I could only use this as a challenger. I'd have to make sure to actually die so whatever's challenging. I guess Sidroni's dealing with that next turn. So the question is, what are we doing this turn? Probably Tracker and Vanguard. And taking 4 damage? Yeah.
We'll take what we want.
Sucks for me.
Carved from the savage cold.
I mean, at least the good thing is, like, he's not gonna, in these regions, he's not gonna have too many answers for Sidrani. Best he could probably do is like Fear the North, like Frostbite at this turn, Fear the North next turn. Yeah, so there's the Flash Freeze. So it still blocks it in the future, but then we have to be worried about that Fear of the North that I just mentioned. And we don't really have a clean answer for that. Oh, now we do. Now we do. Nope, never mind. Ash is gonna Frostbite.
Kill or die, Ash. I do not care which.
Okay, how do I want to handle this? We have 9 mana. So we can play Badge Bear and still have back-to-back mana up. So Ash is going to be frostbiting Sidrani. Well, that definitely seems like a Fear of the North, doesn't it?
Show them our teeth.
+3, +4. So it'd be 9. Does not kill it. Unfortunate, but we're still going to make him use it. Oh, Chaos. Well, that's not going to be good enough. Got the Frostbite now? Nope.
I wasn't strong enough.
That was bad. He was too concerned about keeping his ass alive. Not quite lethal. If it's not quite lethal, why am I doing this attack? Because I don't have bullet space. I guess that's one reason. The other thing is, like, do I even need this 2-1? Because I could just override it. And I could override it, but what am I going to be playing? The Maiden? I'll also be giving Ash tough if I do this. Yeah, we're still just going to do it. I don't think Ash being a 6-1 tough is going to matter too much. That's a little annoying. And
Let's take to the sky.
well, Ash is gonna be frostbiting the Ranger at the moment, so can't block with Sidrani and give her up. Oh, we could just detain it. Oh, you know, we could just detain it.
Only I can quell the wind.
That turns to stuns. Okay. Well, I'm fine with that at the moment. Ash is still frostbiting the 5/5. He's had no frostbite so far either, has he? Yeah, that Ash is nowhere close to leveling up.
Face your fate.
As the arrow flies.
The block here.
Prove your worth.
Do I even care about the 7/7 really? That's a good question. Do I care? I mean, he's only got 2 mana. If I detain it, he's probably just not gonna. I'm not gonna block it. But I think I'm just gonna detain it though. No, I'm gonna wait till after combat. Nah, it's fine. Okay, so no frost bites it looks like. So now I'm going to detain it.
My brother. Petricite, protect me.
And I would just open attack for lethal.
Nothing escapes my notice.
Oh, that keeps him alive, doesn't it? At 1. Yeah, that's okay.
Heart and mind as one.
Karma. Karma.
We'll bring peace to our
Let's hope we don't have health potions. Yep, that's gonna be game.
Many past lives in a single soul.
Good thing, because next time was gonna get pretty crazy, wasn't it? Would it have made a difference if I open attack with the scout though? I think maybe we should just open attack with the scout though. I think that would have been a better chance for lethal. Cause we had a challenge on board already. But we also had a full board, didn't we? Tough to say. We won the game, that's all that matters. Now the question is, do we trade away Maiden after just won us that game? And I think the answer is yes. You go for single combat? Okay, so at least we're in agreement there. It's just a little too good not to take. And back to our nice 60-second wait time. I'm always so jealous when I watch other people play Expeditions. It's like, instant queues. 15-second wait times at most. Yeah. It's a combination of things. It's the combination that Expedition has a hidden MNR, so I only get matched against better players, and then the fact that there's just not that many people at 3 wins plus. So that's why it usually takes me a little longer than Yoma to find matches. Yeah, I have not played Constructed in months and months and months. What's the champs again? The Sandra Trento Malphite? Yeah. Kinda scares me. Okay, well. Actually, is it wrong to keep Vanguard since I have a full Demacia in hand? I don't think it's wrong to keep the Vanguard, specifically because I have a full Demacia coming up. No. Got a 2-drop.
Who approaches?
Badge Bay, you're looking kinda silly. Why would anybody ever play this card now? It is really silly. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't enjoy ladder. Just playing against the same like 2 or 3 decks over and over again really gets old.
Show them our metal.
I mean, your chip sucks at not killing this 1/4, so I'm gonna take my 3 damage. So are we just doing 4 Demacia on turn 6? Possibly. But now that I grabbed the Fiora, I'm kinda thinking maybe we want to use it with Thorn on the field. Let me see. We see what the board looks like. Could just do back to back next turn. And save the 4 Demacia. Choices. Well, I mean, we can't block. Fairly free. 4 Demacia does not look like it puts us any damage at the moment, though. So I don't think that's it. So then the question is, what is it? Is this another Vanguard? And kill these guys off? Fiora's not doing anything on this board. Yeah, I think it's just another Vanguard. Watch, he does Avalanche here. That'd be a little bad. Kill his 2 units, but it kills my 6 units. Okay, well the 4 Demacia is just throwing it. Ah, he does have it. Be that way. Trando on top of that. Yeah, that's not particularly great. I will say I wish we had like one more Vanguard in hand at the moment. So it looks like we're taking
Save your world.
taking some damage this turn. Oh, actually, are we? This doesn't look like he wants to attack. He might change his mind now that we go below 3 mana, though. Nope, still does not want to attack. Creature be nice. Nope. Okay. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this sounds not great. Don't know what else to say about this, but that landmark really hurt. Big boy over there, yeah. But definitely. Now he's gonna have nothing but invokes in his deck now too. Reinforce, repose, and single combat. Not a big fan of that line. I have no options, actually. Yeah, that's actually a decent top deck.
I'm something of an aspiring trichologist.
So the question is, can I kill him before these invokes outvalue me? That's a good question. Oh, also he's getting 8/8 next turn, which I like totally forgot about. Oh, that's annoying. Just double checking. Just double checking. Well, Fiora gets a free kill here. But we do have this, you know, Minor issue of an 8-8 overwhelm staring at me. Okay.
Counter and strike.
I think we're gonna get outvalued here by the invokes, though. Would be my guess.
Too easy.
Leave your bags in the door.
You can count on me.
Well, have to kill this while I still can, because he's gonna lose his power buff next turn.
This will be quick.
Give me a spell to help keep Fiora alive through one more attack, please. Fun. Yeah, invokes are dangerous, no question about it. If you let a Targon deck get to late game, you're just gonna lose. I really want to use that on offense.
Take a look at this.
Sorry, Fiora, I tried my best. Yeah, it's just not gonna be possible to beat all these invokes. Oh, my tech truck is not working. Okay, yeah. We can surrender here. Okay, we're keeping ACAD. I think we might take the Fury of the North. The Lookout has not done anything for us. Okay, well that's our first loss. Hopefully we don't get 2 in a row. I didn't trade away Detain. I traded away the Lookout. Unless you're referring to something that happened in the previous game. But I don't even remember you casting a Detain last game. I know there was a Detain trade there. We didn't take it though. Well, that's not the best scope I could ask for. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I don't think we'd ever trade away Detain, at least not for whatever was offering me. I mean, I shouldn't say that. If it was offering a Detain for like single combat or something like that, then yeah, we were taking it, but...
A bite of cooking.
I know whatever it was offering me for, I didn't even think twice about it. I'm like, yeah, what can we Detain? Yeah, Badge Bill, why? You look so sad. I look forward to the day you're 4-4 again, but wow, really? Okay, we take those.
No one goes hungry.
I wonder, is Withering Wheel? Should have done that before I attacked. I guess it's fine. Would have killed the 1/1. You only got spells for 4 turns? Oh, that's terrible when that happens. I have no way to kill this Viger anytime soon, do I? Nope. That's okay. I guess we just play the Vanguard, open attack. We deal some damage to him. And hope he doesn't have another Withering Wheel. Yeah, I tend not to drop too many spells myself. So it's like, it's super annoying when I get games where I have 8 spells in my deck total, and I draw like 6 of them. Like 6 of them in like the first 6 turns. Like, no, no. What are we doing here? We just said we're open attacking, right? I mean, it'd be a little nice if we could afford Demacia here, but yeah, let's just open attack. Take him down to 6. That is true. If they just don't have, the boat could have lived. Oh, he could have. Yeah, I'm still fine with pushing an extra point of damage. But you're actually correct about that. I did not even think about that. This is like setting myself up for a board wipe, aren't I?
My time is come.
I'll just tell my opponent, please have another Withering Wheel.
Witness true power.
Okay, looks like another one's dying here.
Lightning my incomprehensible lackey.
I'm literally just hoping he doesn't have a second Withering Wheel next turn. No, he's gonna have plenty of chump blocks, it looks like. Interesting. Oh well. We gotta go for it. If he's got it, he's got it. I was a little worried about seeing Senna there.
Just a few more pages, Lord.
Okay, so we know this happens. There's zero question about that. We know this happens, and I guess we're pulling the 5/4. I guess I should support the 5/4. Because this 3 damage is the most that I'm doing. Or my opponent's doing. Okay. Works for me.
You see me? Yes.
You gotta get back to work. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. So I'm still fairly right, at least. Single combat's nice in case he drops another champion here.
Here comes Piltover's
No.
finest. Stop.
I didn't want a board. It's completely okay. Nice. I can get behind that.
Let's give this a shot.
Eyes peeled.
Won't lie though, that Death Nod was definitely not something we wanted to see. Wow, 2 epics in a row.
Ready, Scout? Let's take to the skies.
Yeah, look, that sucks for us. He even gets to keep a blocker. Actually, why am I passing? I should be killing this blocker. Yeah, well. We live. Hopefully. Hopefully, indeed. Man, I even pointed out that he gets to keep a block, and then like I just totally forget about it for some reason. What the heck is that? Can we like stop, please? And we're just gonna lose to back-to-back good epics. That's gonna be annoying.
Thinking I'll learn soon.
Hex lemons at maximum.
Punch it.
This darkness is only 1 mana too.
Sound the alarm.
I had played, yeah, I got another world maker from the herring. Well, we could play both Genevieve and Atrocity next turn. Hopefully that's just good enough. Man, this did not seem like this was going to be a close game, but man, that turn 8 and turn 9 was sets good for him. So good, so good.
They've got a ghost of a chance.
Problem is, this is actually does not kill him next turn. We're still off.
spirits can be contained.
But not forever.
Well, he's only got, what, one Vigo left? But that Vigo's leveled up. So, that's fun. So that's not the one I wanted to pull. I want to pull this one. Guess there was really no reason to attack into that 7/6s there. Kinda curious about your timing on that one, but that's okay. Of course. Of course. We're dead, aren't we?
Sends her blessing.
We are dead. This darkness kills us. I guess we could... We could play the Tusk Raider, block the 7/6. Oh, but then the Mist Wraith kills us. Freaking A. This is so stupid. Yeah, we are just dead. We don't have enough. We don't have enough blockers. Wow. That was stupid. We misplayed a little bit towards the end, but oh well. I'm gonna take a quick break and then be back in a couple minutes.